Are we back? That was a weird network error. It was something Twitch's end, I think. We're back. Phew. Panic moments. It seems I am plagued with gremlins at the moment. After yesterday's not getting any notifications, and I still can't get my restream chat to work, and so now we've got a Twitch gremlin. So apologies for that. We seem to be back and running. OBS was fine. It was saying I had a steady connection, so I think it was something Twitch's end. Very strange. There we are. Thank you, Tees, for stopping by. Did I miss anyone else there? No. Okay. Right. So we were back doing our reposting. So back on the list. Let's post these up. There we go. Thank you very much, Gwilyn. Thank you, Gumdrops, the auto host. You can't feed those Twitch gremlins after midnight. No, thankfully it's not midnight here yet. Otherwise we're going to have a whole of Mowgli's spreading their little gremlins everywhere. Critical question? And not water on them. No, definitely. I've got my water in a safe in a glass at the moment, so I'll be careful with that. Critical question? Call me critical. Nice timing. What profs I won't be taking in BFA? Well, the ones I haven't got yet. But my plan is eventually to have all the professions. I mean, I'm obviously going to take enchanting and tailoring, cooking and fishing with me through with Samadan. That's a given. And then probably followed by Jahwakenings, Alchemy and Herbalism. Plus I'm going to boost a character once I get the collector's edition through. And so I'm going to probably pick up inscription and jewel crafting with that. I would like to get everything though, including sort of archaeology and engineering. So I'm definitely gonna be doing more. But yeah, definitely. I think I'll take my favourite ones first. The overall sort of long-term goal is to have every profession anyway. So that's the plan anyway. And let's take another lot through. A lot of expires here, so that doesn't leave much room for sales at the end. So hopefully there'll be big ones. Or not. I mean, I didn't do a lot with my other characters either, so we'll see. Okay. Right, run a post scan on that lot. You'll be sorry if you take archaeology. Yes. It's going to be a long haul. I know what it's like. I would like to do it with Jahwakening, and get sort of Vial of the Sands and stuff like that going. But I know it's a long haul, and so I'm going to leave that one probably till the end. You can't keep up with enchants anymore. Oh right, exactly. Well, that's a good sign. That means that they're selling, which is a good thing. Hey, Allow, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. We're just reposting all our auctions at the moment. We've got a fair few, the full lot to put back on. So we're going to run through all of these. Then, order of the day is, I'm probably not going to do the world quest, the new world quests. Considering redoing all your groups and start clean with TSM4. Interesting. I'm at the brink of doing that myself. I've been using TSM4 for the past 7 months or so since it came out. And I've got to the point now where I was learning as I went, and I feel like a good refresh is in order. I mean, I'm kind of there in this semi-broken, restored state, without any of my sort of history. So I might just go the full works and wipe everything and do a whole fresh new set of groups for everything. And then obviously sort of like probably either stream it or record it as I go. But obviously during that time I also want to be able to use the groups I've got. So I'd have to wait until I've got an actual good block of time to be able to do that in one chunk, definitely. What's oh, because you're going to move one toon, and I was thinking of an alchemist one. Okay, well, alchemy is, well, I've done a bit of it, and the bits I have done can be successful if you have enough true gold selling and living steel selling. It's kind of infrequent though. What else did I miss here on the chat? Is easier now with the Mr. Pandaria method. What's that for, Viper? For the archaeology? Yeah, that's probably something I'll look into. I'll take whichever method is easiest. It will pay off if you can fully make your own. Yeah, basically. What names you use for the parent groups? Right. Yeah, that's an interesting one. I know you do yours by character name, don't you, Jack? Which is quite interesting. Hey, Call Me Critical and Nuzband. How are you both? How am I making gold these days while markets are slow before the next expansion? I've still got things coming through, Critical. I've got... what have I got? Enchants are still ticking through. Tailoring still ticking through. So those are my main ones that... I mean, cooking's pretty much died for the moment. That's partly down to me not doing it as well. What else would I say? The alchemy, occasionally, definitely. Husband, thank you very much for the cheer. My notifications are working again, which is awesome. Well, thank you ever so much. And Anjoy, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. What was that? Just started with TSM, still learning groups. Yeah, and as Jack said, that's what I'd say is... did someone today critical? Yes, Severi. That was the joke from earlier. Hey, Greasy Jingles, how are you? Okay, so all my Shadowweed masks have expired. That means they didn't sell at crazy price, which isn't really surprising. Okay, here's the gold coming in now. So what did we sell so far? Not everything's come through yet, but we have Mark of the Claw. So these are the things that are selling for me at the moment. Elemental Force, 5 of those, all at 1,000 gold each. So Elemental Force is still doing very well. Hidden Satyr is another one that's selling well. Earthen Vitality, and then some Silkweave Satchels. Well, that's a good price actually for Silkweave Satchels. I might reserve some of my Shalder Eye Silk to make sure I've got enough of those. And Arcane Lure's doing alright. Okay. Let's just wait for the other 7 mails to come in, and then we'll do a final collection. Hey Sensors, how are you? Just want to pop in whilst you have a moment. Hope the road 5 million is going well. It's going okay, thank you very much. We're at 25,000 for today's mail, so still 40,000 under target for the day. But, you know, we still need to check our other characters, so you never know. You sold 11 Hidden Satyr today, okay. Blood moments. Oh, blood moments. Alright, I see what you mean. 400 gold profit on average. Not bad, not bad. The universe... amazing I sell so much on my server. Server's gone bananas recently. More goblins than players, it feels like. Oh, it's a shame. I think my server is not unusual. Obviously, I found my niche. But... yeah, I mean, every server has its own sort of areas and peaks and troughs. It's just a question of finding the right one. Anyone sold one of the universal things? Never saw one, but fun to watch people selling them crazy prices. Oh yes, that's because that's been removed now, hasn't it? The language thing. Sold a couple of stacks of giant dinobones, go for 3 to 4k a stack, and accidentally put them on the auction house. Price of a single bone. Yep, we've all been there, and has been done that definitely. Six Moon, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Disbox. What have you got? You got blacksmithing, engineering, leatherworking, tailoring, and enchanting, all going up and selling, but resupply coming up short. Not enough farmers supply. Well, actually, that's quite a good point, really, because then if the prices are going up with yours, you can go out and farm what you need and then command the prices. Lazy Goldmaker came to Twilight's Hammer. Okay. I don't think people are inspired. Well, it's good to follow people, but if you're going to follow a goblin on their own server, then obviously you're going to be competing in similar markets. Hey, Brain Manager, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Right, okay, let's open up this gold. And then we'll carry on with some restocks. So obviously we're going to have to restock some enchants looking at that list. Not much in the way of anything else. So let's do a repost of the expires. You bought 280 stacks of Shalderai Silk earlier today. Wow. 360 per stack. That's very cheap. Very nice. So are you going to do the Silkweave Pantaloon vendor shuffle, or are you going to make Silkweave satchels or something else? So looking at this, I want to look for the Shadowweave mask. Aha, here we go. Shadowweave mask is now at a price of 16,000, which, to be honest, is still above my normal 5,000. My average, because of those other ones sold, I've sold 5, and obviously the maximum was 42, so it's boosted my average since kind of like the past week. So let's try 16,000, see how we get on with that. I've got 2 of them to put on. Let's get those on. There we are. Hey JWR, how are you? 90% of all recipes you have up 50 to 150 a day across the toons. Very nice, this box, very nice indeed. It's a good position to be in, especially with some of the rarer recipes. You can command your own prices with those markets. I certainly find that with the rich purple silk shirt. Oh, and we missed one there for 699. Okay, that reminds me actually, have I got any auctions currently selling? 3 sold ones, which is Admiral's. Oh, I sold an Admiral's hat. That's good. People must be getting into the pirate theme of things. And a koi-scented storm ray. Interesting. Okay, we've also got a few things about to expire here. So let's take these as they're enchants. Let's take these off. And we can also do the 12-hour ones. And we'll take them all off in one go. And the last ones, 2, 3, 4. I'm actually going to take those satchels and hexweave bag off because I reckon I can undercut whichever price those have gone on for. Let's give that a moment to register. Oh, you closed the chat, did you, Severi? Let me have a look. What was... Yes, Ella was on Twilight's Hammer, Severi, which is the same server as Lazy Goldmaker. Right, let's open up these. Lots of stuff. Okay, we're going to have to do a reload as well. There we are, do that. Just came for the challenge. Right, was that his gold cap challenge? 6,000. That's going to keep you busy in pantaloons. And then the other lot. And then let's post all those on so we can get some more sales coming through, hopefully. Good evening, Tony. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. Going to see if you have to shuffle today. Okay. At the moment, you're mailing gold to your banker. Oh, right. Okay. Right, so you can't see them all. Oh, right, okay. So Hexweed bags are down to 2,200. Bear tartars down to 2 gold 19. Satchels at 499. Ancient priestesses there. Mongoose is up at 7,000. That's quite pricey. Everything else, agility's quite expensive. The cloaks, which we reset the other day, we've got 4,300 and 3,400. And the other one, where is it? Binding of agility is still at 2,700. So those prices we reset those ones for the other day, yesterday, are still holding, it would seem. So that's good. Let's keep up with that and see if we can get some sales through. But have I sold any? I'm not sure actually on those ones. I think it's mainly elemental force sales that I've sold from looking at what I did sell. I can't remember any cloaks coming in that lot. Alright, so we've done that post. There's the Admiral's hat coming in. So then we'll go back to here, check the auctions, and then we can do a restock. Okay, so restock time. Let's look at enchants first. And we sold a Mark of the Claw neck. Okay, that's a good start. And we've got a bunch of stuff here, mainly Elemental Force, which I really need to get on. And then Gift of Critical Strike needs a Sorceress. We'll take off the Soul Fibril due to lack of bloods. Everything else, Sorceress Fire we can pick up from the Guild Bank. So we'll open up the task list for that. And we'll pick up the Sorceress Fire. Get those. Mysterious Essence we're going to craft. Oh no, we're doing Ethereal Shatter. I don't want to do that. That's the wrong thing. Okay. I'm going to do mine from Spirit Dust. There we go. Good evening, Jeff. How are you? Hey, Devital, how are you? It's a good time for leveling, so low level enchants will be selling better right now. Yes, exactly. Ever since the allied races came out, they've all been doing really well. Kayun, thank you ever so much for the follow. Especially Elemental Force. Once people, like the popularity of that came out as the one to go for, then people have been going for that one over and above anything else. Right, there we go. So we need a whole load, another 6 elemental forces on. And Mongoose for you. Interesting. Mongoose I'm doing okay on, but elemental force I'm doing really well on. I may even increase the number I've got. I've got 6 on at the moment as my amount. I may even up that to 8 or something like that. Or 10 even. Seeing as I do seem to sell them in 24 hours, let's just do that whilst it's in my head. Go to groups. Enchanting. Oh, something came up there, but I didn't get a notification. Ah, there it is. SP Riteron, thank you ever so much for the follow. Starting BFA with mining and jewel crafting. Okay, good combo. I'm going to try and make some gold off the 5 XP bonus gem. Yeah, anything for bonus XP I think will definitely work. None of the above sell for you. Okay, Viper Girl. I wonder why. Do you notice people undercutting you frequently? Keep an eye on the market, see how it goes. Do you have to keep on, I mean, how popular is your server? Have you tried posting on at different times? And what's the profit margins like? Good evening, Fuggerduck, how are you? What I was doing was going for Elemental Force, and we had crafting of 6 of each. I'm going to change this. Do I have a 10 of each group? No, I don't. Okay, so let's up that. Let's copy that. And we'll change that one to, let's do 10 of each. And then we'll change that amount to 10. And so the minimum profit I've set for this one is either 20% crafting profit or 400 gold, whichever is the smallest of the two. Alright, Silkweave Satchels selling, excellent. So I'll go back to my groups and go back to Elemental Force and the group operation. We'll get rid of that one. Oh no, we need to redo that one. That's not the one I wanted to get rid of. Sell Elemental Force. I want to change that one, the crafting one, and change that to 10 of each. So now when we go to enchanting, been enjoying my YouTube posts. Excellent, glad you have, SB. That's really kind of you to say too. It's kind of you to say so. I can't get my words out today. Okay, freshness off, enchanting on, restock. Now that hasn't gone to 10. Did I change the group or did I mistakenly not add it on? Let's have a look. Double check my workings out. So coming down here, Elemental Force, group operation, 10 of each. The settings for 10 of each is maximum restock quantity is 10, so that should work. So I would expect another 4 to be made. Let's do a reload and just double check that TSM's registered that. Just blame the heat for that. Yeah, very much so. Odd situation, you have one group for which TSM refuses to run a cancel scan. It's set up identically to all the other groups, but says start scan, just hangs there. Weird one, Six Moon. I have had weird bugs like that where certain items just haven't been posting. And it's hard to nail down the actual issue there. I think the last time I had it was I changed my Shadowy Mask group, and for some reason TSM wouldn't post it and it crashed every time. That was a weird one. No worries, Viper. Thanks ever so much for stopping by. I know you can't always get here for so long, but thank you very much. So what we will do is we're going to do another restock. We'll see if that works. Vanton, how are you? Got word my stream through gumdrops, enjoying my calm temperament. Thank you very much. Very kind of you to say so. Okay, so we have got Soul Fibril on. So it did do something, so let's try that again. Turn that off. Back on, restock. Okay, there we go. That's what I was expecting. 4 more elemental forces. So we'll make those. Mozzletov, how are you? Actually, the group does contain the Shadowy Mask. Interesting, Six Moon. I wonder if there's a bug with Shadowy Masks. All I've done is change my price of my posting operations. And for some reason it just wouldn't work. Although in an instance like that, I just did a reload and it now seems to work. So maybe it's something like that. Or maybe you have to actually close down WoW and start it up again. You never know. Every time you click the restock, you get an error window. Okay, and freezes up until you reload. Must have set up something wrong. I wonder if you could narrow down the group that's got the restock in it. If you could maybe cut it down to just 1 or something like that, and then see what's in there, and then check the restocking crafting operations are, and see if you can narrow it down. But that does sound like a weird one, Disboxed. And then the other thing I was going to do is tailoring restock. So I'll run down here. Oops, tailoring, restock tailoring. So 10 Silkweave Satchels. We're not going to do the Merlin's Robe. We'd like to do the Admiral's Hat though, and everything else. So we'll collect those. Where's our task list? Let's bring that up, move that down, and then we'll get from the guild bank the silk that we do have. And we still need to buy some more silk. So let's have a look. What's the silk? Matte cost coming at 254, which is more than my average purchase price. So if I was to buy more silk up to 254, I could still get that for a profit. Okay, so looking at that, let's go to shopping. Now, if I remember rightly, they weren't as low as that. They're up to like 3 gold 62. So maybe I can't make as many satchels as I'd like. So I'll leave that off for now. I could possibly buy some of these, but I'm not going to. I'm going to make just the satchels I can. So let's go back to the crafting. I'll at least make these anyway. We've remade the group, emptied cache, etc., and it's still not working. Very strange. Windows is forcing a restart. Oh, sorry, Mazel Tov. It always does that. You tried that with Bear Tartare and cooking and did the same thing. Very weird. How many of these can I make? Let's just leave that running. Okay. Lawmaster Marathon, how are you? Mass collecting mats from the bank with the task list. Is it a known issue already? I think it's not quite there, Lawmaster. I found sometimes when collecting stuff from the guild bank it gets too many of them, but I'm not sure exactly where it's at now since the latest updates. Take those off. So we'll need to look out for some more silk, but we'll post on the ones we've got anyway. Might as well generate some sales, seeing as the price of the bags is quite healthy at the moment. Bare minimum is 217. At the moment, my satchels are going for more like 499. So I think I've got room to buy the silk at those higher prices, because how much is a silk weave satchel? I need to check the recipe. But there's definitely something we can do there. Yeah, 499. And we need 90. So the crafting cost is currently coming out at 228, with a mat cost of silk at how much is it per silk? 250, wasn't it? My mat cost 2 gold 50 something. So I could probably afford to go up to 3 gold and still make a profit on those. Yes, if it was going to be 242, but I'm looking at the price if I was going to do the vendor split. But if I'm looking at the crafting cost of the silk for the 90 and the mat cost that TSM was giving me for the silk, so I could potentially go a little bit higher if I wanted to sell the satchels. Just running an issue, if it's a large list it freezes up after a few items. Oh right, okay. I'm not sure about that one, Lawmaster. Maybe give a post on the WoW Economy Discord, see if they can help you out with that one. Cheaper than the Hexweave. Yeah, I mean, I think that's why the satchels are selling, because you can still get, you know, a 24 slot bag for your new characters, and that's, you know, that'll do you for now if you're short on gold. Yeah, it's a relatively large bag size for a reasonable price. Yeah, that's how I think of it, Joyce. And how are you, Joyce? Thanks for stopping by. And it's easier to make, exactly, because you're not locked behind a cooldown. Yeah, oh sorry, I missed your question there at SB. Yeah, so basically I think it's because it's a decent size for a cheap price, because you can buy 4 silkweave satchels for the price of 1 hexweave bag. 25k profit so far, excellent. And it's good for bank slots as well. That's another one that's good. It's good for. Shopping wise, let me just check whilst I'm here. Legion enchanting materials. We just want to check how's everything looking. Arcana down to 2 gold 96. How's Leylight looking? Good evening, Mr. Deadfellow. How are you? Stone High Shoulders and Storm Scale and Pantaloons. Starting the factory. Okay, good luck with that one. So we got very cheap material prices at the moment. I do actually have a relatively Oh, actually, no, I don't. Looking at that, with all the things I bought, I'm going to buy some of these. Under 50 gold would be reasonable. It would be nice to get it for more than that. Let's take that down to 36, 38. Let's take these ones and that 10. I think that would be work. How am I the scorching evening? And it's scorchy. I think the heat's melted my brain somewhat, so I do apologise if I miss things or go a little bit more sluggish than usual. 38. Yeah, I'm going to take that and that one and leave it at 41. Now I know I have still 178 ley light, so whilst those are particularly cheap, I'm going to take, how are we doing for that? 90 chaos crystals. And let's take all the ley light that go up to 12. So I'll take the 9, the 5 of 20, the 1 of 1, 1 of 11, and I'll take that 1 of 12, 18. That leaves me with 7, 6, 7. So that's plenty, and I can always turn some of that into Arcana. Running out of Arcana is always... Oh, look at this! 646 Arcana singles at 3 gold 60. Now that's a wall if ever I saw one. What would happen if I brought everything else up to the wall? Because I do need Arcana. Greetings, Prophets, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. 1.3 mil on the wrong realm though. Still can't afford 30 slot packs on Shadow Song. Sorry to hear that, Severi. They boosted tombs do come poor, but it's very easy to collect the gold. Ignore the wall, pass the wall, make them feel like you hate him for it. You never know. I mean, 394, they are reasonable, but you know, at 360, that for me that's worthwhile, especially with the scroll wheel, definitely. Okay. Oh, you got it working. Excellent. Let him collect it from his mailbox. Yeah, that's going to be an interesting one. Still got 48 hours to go. You could refuse to buy them on principle. You're not properly equipped to have your brain melted, so fine on that part. Okay. What else did I miss out on chat? Wall the wall. Yeah, I'll put 1,000 singles on, or something like that. How many Arcana have I got now? 273. Now, the thing is, I could probably do with buying some of these. So I'm actually going to buy some of his wall, or her wall. So what was the restock thing that you managed to fix? Assigning the group from the operation if errors. If you assign the operation from the group, it works. Ah, interesting. Well, you found a workaround, that's the main thing. Thank you for the tip on the Shadowy Mask. I got the recipe today and your first sale. Excellent. How much did you sell it for, Joyous? I'm trying 16,000 at the moment. So that's going to be my one. You sold all your stock of Arcana for 14 gold each today. Sold almost 18,000. Wow, that is a lot of Arcana. I'm not going to go too high on this. I got 370. Arcana obviously gets used up more than the others. So I'm just going to take another 50. And then I'm going to leave the rest of the wall in place. There we go. Right, I'm going to collect all that up. It's going to take me a while, so let's just let that run through and do a reload on the fly. I imagine before auction house add-ons, someone listing that many by hand. No, exactly. They wouldn't be doing it, would they? And do a reload. I'll just run through that quite quickly. The thought probably didn't exist back then. Can you not do single stacks in like the standard interface? Is that not a thing? Or is that me? I haven't used it in a while. But you might be able to do it. You can with Auctioneer. Right. We picked something up there on a sale. What was that? Let's just scroll up. That was Mark of the Claws. Okay, excellent. And binding... Oh, there's a cloak one. A binding of agility. Excellent. That's good to see. Looking forward to what Classic will be like. It's been a long time since I played Vanilla Prophet, so I'm not sure whether I'll find it enjoyable or not, because it was a bit of a grind. But for nostalgia reasons, I certainly think I'd give it a go. You can set the stack size and number of stacks in Blizzard interface. Okay, I thought you could, Six Moon. It'd been a while since I used it. Yeah, another reload to the next lot. I think you're going to miss the quality of life things in Vanilla. Yeah, and there are a lot of them. I mean, this game's been steadily developing over so long. I can't remember everything in Vanilla. I mean, Samadan was, 13 years younger then. He's come a long way since then. He was my first character I created and is still my main. Even when you take into account the break I had for 3 expansions. It's always been the main character I've played. Right, okay. Should be the last lot of mail. Let's open that. And goes the Chaos Crystals and the Leylight. Dungeons, summoning, no dungeon finder or group finder. Yeah, I mean that was a great social thing about it. The other thing that I do miss is when you were just limited to your server and it was only the people on your server and you had to go and find groups, you got to know other people and other names on the server and certain guild names. But now that everything is kind of like sharded together, you don't get that sense of server community anymore. So that was one thing I thought they did do in Vanilla that worked quite well. Yours was a warlock and you leveled the slowest possible way and spec. Yeah, well, I was a Shadow Priest for a long time. That wasn't exactly fast. Started in Burning Crusade, but still have your main from back then. Although he left nothing at 95. Oh, he's left rotting at 95-ish. Okay. Had a race change, server transfer, etc. Oh, right, okay. You got to know people, and someone also pointed out flying ruined interactions. You don't meet people. Yeah, that's true. Flying was expensive. That was the main thing. Elemental lols. Is that lols? Yes. Thank you ever so much for the follow. Very kind of you. Okay, I've done my restocks. I haven't done my daily cooldowns though. So let's just quickly do those. I haven't got many. 1 temporal crystal is all I need. And in the tailoring Hexweave cloth, I need to get some more sumptuous fur. That's running low. And then what's that? Gift of Critical Strike. That's a slightly cheaper one. We've got... Oh, I haven't updated my add-ons yet. I still need to do that. So I won't do that just yet. But I will go to my garrison and I will check on the map for any Bloods quests. So what have we got Bloods-wise? Oh, look, there's a 10 Bloods for a Silkweave robe. Well, that's worth doing. And there's also a 4 nearby for an enchant cloak word of strength. Right, okay. That's something to do. And there's also a bacon nearby in High Mountain. Okay. So we need to make, before we go, a Silkweave robe. So I'm going to need some Silkweave for that. Let's go do that. And then I'll catch up on chat in a minute. Silkweave robe needs 16 Shalderai silk. Okay, I've got all that, so I just need a few. Let's go have a look. Just pick up a few. There we go. There we go. Where's that come from? That was weird. Where do we go? 5k in Burning Crusade for Epic, 1k back then, or was it 5k? I think it was 5k, and it was expensive. 150% speed. Yeah, I mean you couldn't fly in the other zones. That was the thing. There we go. That was some money back then. Yeah, definitely, it definitely was. Some things have become deemed quality of life that took away the community aspects of the game. That's what you miss in old school MMOs, both in WoW and outside of WoW. Yes, like I can equate to that because I was an EverQuest player way before, and I really enjoyed the community in that as well. What else did I miss here? Ramparts. There we go. Remember borrowing gold from a friend of mine who swore he didn't buy it. Oh right. Run after run, then as a GM, make them 4 bags. Ghosts, yeah, it must be. Gnomes are invading. That would make the rest. Farm primals, and then bow speeds. You had to be level 70, and they changed it to later. They changed it to 60. That's right, yeah. Do I also make the Tome of Illusions? Yes, I do, Joyce. One each of the main ones. Although I don't do the two ones you need the reputation for, because I haven't got the reputation for those. Yes, that's right, SP. Leaving your character logged in the bazaar all night. That was exactly what I used to do. I had a character called Bizarre, and he was my auction house mule. Back then, my internet was limited to just 2 hours at a time, so I could only put them on for 2 hours, and then it would automatically cut out. But it was good fun. Did I have my beard in vanilla? No, I did not. I was looking at some old photos of myself earlier, and I'm definitely was a lot more clean shaven back then. Oh, thank you, Stufizz. Is that Stu? Yeah, Stoofs. Thank you ever so much for the follow. Community MMO is something you almost grieve. As an awkward teen, made me a group of friends that didn't judge me. Yes, exactly. I even met up with a whole load of my EverQuest guildies. Oh, what are we selling? Hold on. Oh, well that's nice. Bear Tartar's being sold. I'm glad to be rid of that. Okay, Shalder Eye Silk was where we were at. We needed some. So let's just pick up 16 of the cheaper ones. That should do me for that. Open that. Then we're going on to our bloods. Nifty ching sound. Yes, it's very useful. The add-on I use for that is called I Sold More. And I have a command. I think it's called till. There we go. That's the add-on that makes the till sound. Very, very useful. But how long is my hair on the back of my head? It goes down to about shoulder length, I think, Costa. And, you know, that's been, what, a couple of years growth, I think? Didn't realise it was my auctions. Sorry, profits. You need an add-on that notifies you when you've been undercut. I don't think there is such a one. Short of doing cancel scans all the time. That's the only way you can really do that. Okay, so Silkweave Robe. We need to make one of those. So we're going to create one of those. And the other quest was for a enchant of some kind. Let's have a look. Azeroth. One was that one. One was that one. We always might as well get that as well whilst we're there. The Silky Word and Word of Strength. Okay, so go to my enchanting and have a look. Word of Strength, I can make one of those. Just takes ley lights for that. 12 ley lights, so it's quite expensive. But then the ley lights are relatively cheap. The bloods, getting the 4 bloods is worth it more to me because then I can make cloaks, which I can then sell for even more profit. So that's worth doing. Word of Strength. Word of Strength. There it is. Queue one of those. Craft that. What else we got? hair grows faster if you cut it. Oh yes, there is that as well. So much spam for undercut. That would be its own orchestra. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, some big chime of doom, perhaps. You stop selling. I keep looking at your sniper account. I keep getting disappointed when you haven't sold anything. Sorry, Mr. Deadfellow. Hey, Sparhawk. Doing very well, thank you very much. How about yourself? Leylight's like 10 gold, yes. So that's 120 gold for 4 bloods, so that's not too bad. Or the Surama, something's not quite right when someone's undercut. That's a good idea, Joyous. I like that one. Or Potent Dots, thank you ever so much for the follow. How much profit am I selling Silkweave Satchels right now? About 270 profit. Cost me about 230 to make and 270 to for the profit, because they're selling for about 500. Is rep grinding old factions worth it? And if you roll a new main, do you find yourself wanting to get your rep bars to Exalted on your new character? I would say yes, if there's a certain recipe that's hidden behind a reputation gate. It's definitely worth getting it for that one. Shotter and Traditioner, thank you both for stopping by. You're going insane. Are you, Sparhawk? You grinded rep for certain patterns. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Yep, that would work as well, Mr. Deadfellow. Like the Panthers, yeah, I think so, definitely. Lamnican, how are you? How's everything going so far for Sam? He's doing very well, thank you very much. We're still below target, and we've not got much time left, so from that perspective, we're not doing very well. But in terms of fun value, we're right up there. So that's the main thing. Right, actually, I'm going to take a flight path to this, because then I can have a drink and make sure I am following chat. Okay. So we need to go over this way. Bacon's there. Let's do that one first. Then we can enjoy the scenery. Panda Panthers are quite nice to go around. Yeah, I haven't done the Panda rep. I would really like to do it, because I'd like to get there's a one of the Tome of Illusions is behind Panda rep, I believe. Does he have a summer outfit? No, just the one, really. And the chef's hat, of course, always wearing the chef's hat. If you get cracking at several professions at the start of BFA, that 5 mil won't take many days. Yes, Mr. Deadfellow, that's the thing I'm thinking, is I'm going to enjoy the content, but I'm also going to make sure that I get going with especially enchanting and tailoring, and at least one gathering profession like herbalism. Yes, you can post links, Joyous. Just grind the eggs on the island. Ah, right, okay. So let's have a look. We can have a look here on the map. The Isle of Giants, is it that one? Or is it... Which other one is there? The Islands? No, it's the next one's the Isle of Thunder, isn't it? Onyx egg locations. Jade Forest. Ah, right, okay. Is it all these little islands? Okay. Hey, Crooks, how are you? Oh, don't worry. Okay. That's where it is. Okay, well, thank you. I think the stream's so chill, put your mind back to normal. No worries, Sparhawk, that's exactly what we're here for. What else did we have? Did I miss anything else on chat? Is there a place to read about the marketing in WoW to get better understanding overall? Is it just trying different stuff? Basically having a passion for learning about it, and there's always new things to discover, so just keep looking into things, you know, and following all the blogs, the YouTube videos. That was weird. Why did we load? Okay, strange. Okay, so we need to head... Let's do the slab of bacon first. And do that one. Or you can wait for Pandaria Timewalking. Yes, and you can buy it then, can't you? Was this the one we wanted? I don't want to do that one. I want the bacon one. Which is... Ah, this could be somewhere different. Hold on. Where's my slab of bacon? I think it's up here. There it is. But it's not that one. There it is. Spotted you. That's a massive one, that one. That should be more than 5 bacon. There we are. Ah. Whoops. Hey Bark 2, how are you? And where was that from? Shiv Hathmans, thank you very much for the follow. Interesting name. Okay, let's just help out with the beak. Oh, the Rivermain Shaman dealt with that quite nicely. And then, okay, oh, we're still in combat. Okay. Let's move out of the way. And then we can do this. Do that. Do that. Now let's fly before we can get any more. And then we'll head on over. So we need to go this way for the next one. Right, let me just catch up. You've been using TSM for a few years now. Don't know why. It just seems to be at a place where you don't really know where to go next, I guess. I think that's... I think we all get to places like that, Justy. It's just a question of maybe you can just sort of taking a break away from it and then coming back with fresh ideas. You know, things are always changing as well. Did I say hello to you, Bark2? If I didn't, hello again. And Magicus, thank you very much for the follow. I missed you there earlier. Farming the eggs is better and more reliable for the tokens. Yeah. Plan on giving away at 2,500. I've got some stuff planned, Costa. Yeah, I've got some QWERTY t-shirts on order that I was thinking of doing some giveaways for. Oh, McBainey. Oh no, Captain E. There we go. Starting a new realm. That's another problem. Thank you very much, Captain E, for your Twitch Prime sub. That's very kind of you. Thank you ever so much for your support. Throwing the chef's hats in the chat. There we go. And what else have we got? Joyce Farm, 5 spawn points if you place 5 characters at each point. So many tokens becomes almost easy. Ah, right, okay. What's the best to sell at the moment? Enchants and more in Elemental Force would be my best one at the moment. Just don't... You want to learn more but don't know where to start. Watch all my videos, very great. Oh, that's very kind of you to say so. It's just, all it is a question of, rather than worrying what to start with, is just try something that looks interesting and then go from there. Jahwakening, how are you? What else have we got? We've got that. Is it a waste to get all the recipes for the profession? Not if you're a completionist, Immortal Phoenix. And it's nice to be able to get the rare recipes, because then you can dominate those markets quite easily. So we're going to go and do this, and we'll get the Silkweave robe for the 10 bloods, which is definitely good. This one less so good, but still 4. And then whilst we're here, I'm just going to sell some of my junk that I've got here. Get rid of those, and then we'll leave the rest. Yeah, you can make a lot of gold from the rarer recipes. Okay, I'm going to go to my garrison, I think, next. Inscription should be a good one. I mean, the older recipes, probably not. I think... I can't imagine... I don't know, actually. I don't know Inscription well enough to be able to advise properly on that, to be honest. But new Inscription should certainly be worth it. Hey, good evening, Foku. How are you? It's melting. Yes, it is melting. But doing very well, thank you very much. Despite the heat. That will be a super good profession. Yes, I think there's going to be a lot of professions out there. A lot of people doing the profession out there. So I wonder... auctioning for parts. Disconnected. Whoever did this mention. Did you find all these items you're confident? No. I don't want to do that one. I want to do... that. Okay, that was weird. That must have been a misclick. Now I wanted sumptuous fur. That's what I'm looking for. So I'm going to wait until I can find some. There we are. Inscription's doing better for you than anything else right now, other than perhaps the haste enchants. That's pretty good. I would like to get into Inscription, so it's promising. I know you, Costa, have got some really good results with Inscription and the glyphs. If you only had one character to play, no alt at all, what spec and class would you choose? And what professions would you have on that one character? Well, that's easy for me. It would be Samadan, a holy priest, and I would have tailoring and enchanting and cooking and fishing, because I've really enjoyed all of those. Pretty stack selling is quite an easy starting point. Yes, that's true. Often neglected, making something look good, scooping up all the small ones and selling them for more. That's all my sumptuous fur now done, so that's going to be an issue. Debu, thank you very much for the follow. You want technique? Glyph of Dark Absolution. Sounds interesting. What can you do with that? Work orders is hiding over there. Create all of those. I need some more Draenic dust. I've got some in the guild vault. Okay, so I can pick those up. How many work orders have I done? Have I got spare ones? Yes, I have. Right, let's do a quick guild mobile banking, and let's pick up some Draenic dust, which will be in here. Gonna pick up another load. Might as well get some spirit dust whilst I'm here. Is that Arcana? I'll take that. And then we'll do some more. Where have you gone, work orders person? There you are. Create the rest of those. Okay. Now we can hearthstone back. What else have we got? Not only are glyphs good, but the shoulder enchants from Missing Pandaria are also selling really well. You sell about 2 a week for 4.5k each. And they cost nothing to make. I'll have to look out for that one, Fandek. Is that another reputation one? They give stats, they just enchants for shoulders that only scribes can supply. Ah, right, it's an inscription enchant. Ah, okay. Right. What have we got circling me? Earth Shield. Interesting. I forget to put my my buff on, actually. I used to always do that back in vanilla. My power word fortitude. Nice to see that back. Used to go around giving everyone the buff. Used to cost a candle, I believe, to do it though. Right, we're going to leave Samadan. We're going to check our other characters out. Any way to stop TSM4 from continuously unchecking the ignore random enchants box? I've not had that one. I usually just turn it on or off for me, and that seems to work. Back when you had to buy mats, yeah, definitely. You needed mats for everything, didn't you? And Ankh for shame and reincarnation, yeah.
Though the Legion has
Oh, I was here, yes. Okay, right. Okay, yeah, we've got that. We had that. I picked up my things from the... Well, let's go to the Dwarven District next, I think. Yeah, God forbid if you forget Divine Ink. You checked it, but TSM keeps unchecking it. Interesting. That's a weird one. Is it every time you load TSM back up, or is it actually doing it as soon as you click it? Because that would be really annoying if it's doing it as soon as you click it. Going to the class trainers to buy your next spell. I remember definitely doing that in Stormwind with Samadan. Going to the chapel and getting my next lot of spells. It was quite exciting. I quite enjoyed it. I think it's when you're reloading your UI. Okay, so that's a weird one. Okay, we've got... What have we got? A lot of expires, so let's open those up. Is there a way to have auction house market values stored for more than one server? I believe... Yes, I believe TSM can keep track of several servers. You just tell it which servers you're interested in, and TSM will download the data for all of them. It won't show you from one server another server. You'd have to log in the different characters to have a look on those. So it doesn't work from that sense. Yeah, I liked buying spells. It was a nice sense of achievement from leveling. Right, more expires. Wasn't expecting any sales here, but it's worth to make sure that everything's posted back on. We have had the occasional sale of all these crafted malevolent things, so I am continuing to at least repost them, because I've at least matched my reposting costs. We've got 2,800, so we're going to post scan on that. There's not really a lot I've looked into from what I'm going to do leatherworking wise, so I'm going to have a proper think about that in the future as to what I'm going to do. All of a sudden your silkweave satchels are selling one after the other. Very nice, Ruben. Yeah, silkweave satchels are doing well at the moment. I'd definitely recommend making them if you can get enough silk for it. Tried looking at DSM desktop application, but you couldn't find it. I believe you need to actually go to the TSM website to add it on there, and add in your realms that you're interested in. So log into the TSM website, and there should be an option there. You could at least sell the expensive leathers. Okay, like heavy knot hide. Okay, I'll look into that, Costa. What I want to do is do a bit of research and go through a proper deep dive onto each of the professions, so I make sure I'm doing a bit more than I currently am, because I know I'm woefully inadequate with a lot of my professions right now. Hunters had to have the bag space for arrows. Yep. In fact, my hunter Bridget still has bags full of stone shot for her rifle. I've still got it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it though, because it's no longer available in the game. It's a bit of a weird one, that. You just buy the cheap one and list the expensive ones, and 5 of each. Okay, that sounds good. I need to make myself a list really if I'm going to do that properly. Right, is that everything on? That was quite an expensive post. I think that cost me 1,000 gold to post all of that. Nearly. At least 900 gold. That was expensive. Oh, Justy, thank you very much for the sub. That's incredibly kind of you to support. Very much appreciated, thank you. And Emryo's Dane, thank you also for the follow. Very kind of you as well. Yeah, I did try selling it, but it didn't have much luck. Oh, I had a chair from Ah, oh yeah. Dash wave. There we go. Epic context from very helpful. Well deserved. Oh, that's very kind of you to say so. Thank you, Eclipsu, also for the auto host there. Right. So we're going to not hang about with Erfen at the moment. I know I could look into the leather, but I want to move through at least other characters and at least check their auctions and get things relisted on. And then I'll probably go through and do some of the regular stuff like Jahwakening's Half Hill Farm and maybe a bit of Ghost Iron with Elmorte. You still have refined deep rock salt and cured leather. I've still got my prismatic punch card. Oh, got that quest coming in as well. There we go, do that. And let's take the expires. I actually have some gold here. We've got some sales. A sale. Well, that's something. Draft of raw magic for 50 gold. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Let's head inside, out of the rain. And then just repost those on. Have we got anything on the auction house? No. Okay, so we'll run a post scan. Guess who that was? Was that your new transferred over character, Severi? What's the best way to support you here? You're new to Twitch and don't know how to support people like you here. It's honestly, it's just being here and hanging out in chat makes a huge difference. Because right now at the moment I'm applying for Twitch partnership, and in order to sort of like be appealing to them, I have to have an average of 75 viewers in each stream. So just being here and hanging out in chat is, is more than enough support. So thank you for that. You still have your thieves' tools and starting shirt. Very nice, Kagrex. Leveling in process. Oh, okay. Excellent, Severi. Getting the army going again. Hey Grungy, how are you? Bet's mob to get technique codex of the tranquil mind. What do you mean in multiple hits? Best mob to get technique is codex tranquil mind. Yeah, tranquil mind is definitely a good one. If that's what you want to do, logging in as soon as you see the stream and staying till it goes also helps out. Basically, Costa, yes, pretty much what you do every day. So thank you very much for your continued support. Finally got Vala the Sands recipe after farming heaps. Excellent. Congratulations, Grungy. I know that one can be a real random number grind, so congratulations on that one. Let's throw some chef's hats in the chat. There we go. Buying volatile water for stocking up on BFA is a good idea, or would think the price point increase. What would people use volatile water for, would be my first question. And can they go out and get it themselves easily, is the other thing. It's used for true gold and tailoring and enchanting. So the Violet Sands True Gold is used for everything. Okay, so it's pretty much a universally required thing. Well, in which case, yeah, volatile water would be worth getting. Don't know how much I've got myself. Let's look at my cooldowns actually. What can we do with what we've got at the moment? Seeks a drain, or we need to get another one of those maybe. We've got a daily cooldown we can do. We can't do the Trillium at the moment because we don't have enough Ghost Iron bars, but we could maybe sort something out with that a bit later after we've gone through with Elmorte. So I'll leave that for now. And then True Gold, yes, the volatile water is there. Lacking in volatile fire at the moment myself. Let's go have a look at that actually, whilst we're here, because we did make some good sales on volatiles and chaos orbs. Let's do a quick search for that. What else have we got? What else did I miss? Old crafting, and yes, easy to farm, but would you want to? Volatile water cells, well, yeah. Easy to farm, but we have no bear tartar. Exactly, so you might as well farm something. Your tune is poor, given you just returned to the game with approximately 15,000, and your main professions are tailoring and enchanting, two very good professions. Besides bags, a lot of the enchanting things still sell. The best, the good Legion ones, if you can make a profit on those, depending on your server. Also, Elemental Force, Mongoose, Crusader, and the cloak enchants that give you speed, and the boots enchants that gives you speed. And then tailoring wise, all the shirts, Mooncloth robe, Hexweave bags, Silkweave satchels, and Shadowweave mask is another good one. Oh, is Transmutation Master easy to get? Okay, thank you. Yeah, that is a good thing to know. And what else have we got? Weird question: if I made pastebin of your TSM, would you try to take a look at it just to see the setup you made, if it's efficient, if it makes sense? I could try. I'm not sure what I would spot from looking at a pastebin, Justy. You're more than welcome to post one. The trouble is whether I get a chance to be able to look at it, and then import it and look at it on a profile. I could certainly have a pick through it, but I tend to tailor my stuff for myself, so I'm not sure exactly how much. But give it a go. You hate grinding the fire. Okay, yeah. Roll as a druid, such playing it, just farming, just spam moonfire. Yeah, that works. No problem, Hendu. That you pick the two professions that I do have a fair amount of experience in, so those two I can actually give advice on. Yeah, Elemental Force sell well. 15 to 30 a day is really good, definitely. Hey, Truly Insane, how are you? Only 75 skill in Panda Alchemy, so it's super easy and cheap herbs. Yeah, so that's one of the other things I need to do, is go over with Jahwakening here and maybe pick up some green tea if I can't find it cheap on the auction house. Thanks for spotting that one, Costa. And thank you, Hendu, for the follow. Very kind of you. So looking at these, the volatile fire is what I was missing. And so looking at this list, 54 gold is the price at the moment. 64 is the regular market value. The region is 52. So 54 seems about average. And I could do with some. So as I've got 5,000 gold, I'm going to see if I can turn myself some true gold out of the volatiles. Let's take another. How many should we do? Another 2. Take me down to 4,000 gold. Let's pick those up. Yes, Justy, of course you can. Let's go for that. Pick up those. And then see what else we want. Hey, Sergeant Rios, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Excellent. Okay, what I'll do, Justy, is I'll grab that and I'll stick it in my bookmarks under WoW, and then next time I'm on WoW I'll be able to import it into a profile and have a look. There we go. Let's just turn that off. There we go. Ah, you got your site going, Jack. Excellent. Yes, if everyone wants to go and have a look at Jack's site, give him lots of feedback. I'm sure it'll be very much appreciated. In 1 week's time, you're just going to change your name back to Killer Damage. Okay, Killer Damage. I struggle sometimes to catch up, to remember all your names, but Killer Damage is the one I do remember the most. Okay, so we were looking at alchemy, we were looking at true gold. We can make 2 out of what we've got here. We've got 20 volatile fires. Everything else we've got. So this would be a profit of 1,300 for selling 2. So let's create those. Hope for a proc. There's 1 and there's 2. No procs on that. Fair enough. Okay. And then we'll have a look at posting those on. Run a post scan. Yeah, it's your well-known name. Okay. Good evening, Evia. How are you? Oh, it's the BFA timer. Okay. But it doesn't say that. Okay, let's have a look. Let's pop it up here. Oh yeah, I mean, I guess you've got the picture in the background, so that kind of works. On my small screen, it seems layout-wise, it seems to work quite nicely. And then the menus in the middle. Okay. I think when I look at it on my small screen here, Jack, the one thing I would say is the menu seems to be on its own here. And then it pops down here, which looks good when it pops down, but there's kind of like a lot of blank space either side. So there's kind of like some space missing there. I wonder if the layout could be slightly different there. But I like the moon, the sun, and the picture there. Looks very nice. Let me just catch up on chat. Do I farm or buy primal mana for my Outland illusions? I pretty much buy most of my stuff, Joyous. So Andros, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. And Uret, I missed you there. Let me just try and look. There we go. Okay, new to gold, making gold professions. How do I find out which rare recipes are worth getting? If you have, there's an add-on called Cecile's Recipe Tooltip, which if you hover over a recipe, it also shows you what you can make from it, which in the tooltip for TSM also shows you the sale rate of that thing. So you could do a search on, now I can't remember because I haven't got these on. I don't think I've got the one I used to have. I haven't got my favourites anymore. It used to be something like /recipe/enchanting, and then I can't remember the extra one for ones. I think it's unlearned or something like that. No, it's not that one. Is it unlearned or unknown? I can't remember the name of it. But then when you hover over it with Cecile's Recipe Tooltip, you also see the thing it makes to the side of that. And then that also, you can look at the sale rate for that one. That might help you out. And then just kind of like following other people would be the other one. Let me just work out where I'm at. Oh, that's a mobile menu. Okay. You get the full menu. Okay, it's probably because I've got a small, low resolution screen. Okay, there we go. That explains that one. If you wanted to farm prime mana, you learn to spot in Karazhan. Okay. But the look is sharp. Yep, definitely agree with that. What else we got? Hey, right one too. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. Sorry, I'm just catching up on everything. It's usable. Okay, thank you, Fuggerduck. I knew it was something. And Agent Muskie, how are you? Can you apply for some of the sections on the Webby? Yeah, I would reckon you could do. When you press each profession, then it brings up that page. Yeah. Oh, what's that for, Brain Manager? Drop down menu. Okay, yeah, there we go. So page for tailoring and so on. Okay. one run through Menagerie and you get all the primal mana you need. Ah, okay, Joyce, that's good to know. After done, people can ask if they can be promoted in a section. Yeah, that should work quite well. Give that squirrel a nut and get back to work. Yes. Sorry, Costa. There I am, just standing on, working out everything. We're going to post up that true gold whilst we're here. At least put that on. At least a couple of those. I've got 3 of them now, actually. I'll do a stack of 3. That's a nice stack. Hopefully get that. Okay. Do the same with streamers. When you get hover over your mouse, the menu going down with streamers you recommend, and when people press a link, it pop up a new window. Aha, okay. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to Half Hill Farm. So my methods for getting there, I'm going to have to think about whether I'm going to change over to my Hearthstone at Half Hill Farm and get the guild cloak. That's an option. The other thing I was thinking of is doing it this way for the moment, and then when I get Battle for Azeroth, I can literally park my mount, my Brutosaur mount when I get it, and live in Half Hill Farm, which would be kind of cool. Right, okay, a little bit laggy as we go through here. And into Pandaria. I've got to check the smelt stuff, yes, definitely. I need to probably go and get some more Ghost Iron as well, because I like getting that. And there's also I didn't look for the green leaf tea, so we can probably go and pick some of that up and send it to Elmorte. So we could do that, actually. Going to be a long drop down, but I think I'm going to make a drop down for a different type of streamers. Does the farm have a bank? No, it doesn't, Ruben, actually. So probably better off setting my myself in actual... but then I'd need engineering, wouldn't I, for the main thing. So maybe that wouldn't work. Right, where's all my herbs? My herbs tracking isn't... Tracking... Find herbs is on there, just not seeing many. Okay. There's a fishing spot. Spotted that. I will once I get the Brutosaur, yeah. The garrison's got a bank and a guild bank and an auction house. Argent Squire gives a bank access on cooldown. Oh, that's a good one, Gromwind. Thank you for the heads up on that. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do exactly, but that was one of the thoughts. Right, so Song Bell for this round, for the Motes of Harmony. And I think I might try doing the Trillium Ore next. Because I think that, by all reports, is a good one to go for. I mean, Motes of Harmony wise, at least I get a fair few here. It'd be nice if there was a mass harvest or something like that. Right. Now, let's switch to my... I don't know if the occupied soil makes a difference when you plough over it. Let's see what happens. Okay, it does come out. And then I can nuke it down, but then I have to make sure I go back over it. And then it should be tilled. So I might as well do the occupied one first, and then go over it all. There we go. That seems to work better. I like that. And that one, and that one. Done those two. There's one over there. Do that one. Clean that out. And then I can do that. Run through there. I do like this farm. Right, how am I doing on chat? Got to head into work. Thank you, Nusban, for stopping by. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Or go sign all bar transmute trillium. Yeah, that's another thing I can do, Joyous. Raining here like it's raining in Half Hill. Yeah, we could really do with some rain here. Really like some of that. Right, where's my things that I was going to do? Right, Enigma Seeds is the herbs. So I'm actually going to do the mineral ones. So that's number 4. Number 4 for the minerals. And plant all of those. Haven't had time to do the new quest that came out this week. I would say it's okay. The story's quite nice. The world quests I found quite tedious. I only did one of them. I found it a little bit painful. Other than that, yes, I mean, it's story progression. I'm a little bit dubious about the writing, but I know why they're doing it. So, from that respect, yes, it is worth it. And you get the world quests you get afterwards are good for gearing up your characters. So that's definitely a thing. Tangled ones I need flight form for. Do those. What else have we got? What eye level is the loot? It's pretty high. 210? Yeah. Yeah, I did hear about a mount next week. I'm looking forward to that one. Okay. You'd think with it raining we wouldn't get so many parched ones, would you? But let's turn the sprinklers on. There we are. Everything's growing. Beautiful garden. Lovely. Hey, Ghost Pants, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Started Rep Pally like 3 weeks ago, and it's 223 eye level now. Very nice. 29.7 outside. That's just ridiculously warm, really. The shiny stuff, these ones, what have you got? Tiller's Shrine. I can do a second hand. Despite best efforts, work starting to pile up around here. Perhaps you ask one of your best friends if you'd like to help out. Speak to one of your best friends and ask them to help. Oh, I'd heard about this, actually. Now, how can I do it? Who's a best friend? How do I know? They have a little thing over them, don't they? Farmer Yoon? Where's the little... You have a little thing over the top. There we go. Considers you a stranger. Okay, so we need to do a fair amount of rep stuff on these to give them gifts and all that sort of stuff. Okay, I'm not going to get into that at this stage. We'll leave that. Sure, is that Spiked Angel? I'll take the first and the end names I can recognise. How'd you get the better tools? This is simply from completing the farm, and the better tools I bought from, once I got the reputation up, I bought from the Tiller's Quartermaster, Gina, and I bought these 3 things here. the irrigation system, the pest repellers, and the master plough. Those things I bought. I mean, I could buy the mounts, but I don't think I'll bother with those for the moment. Now, the other thing I was going to do was to look for some herbs to pass on to Elmorte. Let's just have a quick scout around, because I haven't got Gatherer's WoW data anymore, unfortunately. We're not having much luck with the technical stuff. I do apologise. OBS crashed again. It did die. No, it died. Hopefully we're back. Are we back? Are we back? There we are. And he's back. Don't forget to refresh. Excellent. I don't know what's happening these past couple of days. I'm definitely having gremlin issues. That's certainly true. First it was Twitch, and that was OBS. Decided to disconnect. My poor stream is going to be in tatters when I go and do a re-edit of this and put it on YouTube. Okay, we've got one herb. Seem a bit sparse. Okay, so now that I've got one in my bags, let me just have a look. So there's 42 auctions of this at the moment on 2 gold 45. So I'm going to go around and just collect up a few, I think, randomly. I know there's some up here, up with the goats, so I'll go this way. There's one. At least with a decent herbalism skill, you can pick up a fair few of them. I'm not flying. No, I'm not flying. Oh, someone's been farming some. I missed those ones. There it is, down there. I mean, I probably would be better off getting ghost iron ore for my farming time. Actually, thinking about this opportunity cost wise, these are only worth 2 gold each. So I'm probably better off buying these on the auction house and then using Elmorte to do ghost iron farms. Because for ghost iron, you get a lot more bang for your buck time wise. So what I'll do actually is I'll half back and then send that on. Then we go from there. How much longer will I be on today? Probably at least another 50 minutes. Exactly as Costa said. Yeah, I'll go to about midnight my time. So whilst that's loading, I'm just going to get some more water. I'll be right back. Right, we're back. Okay, so let's have a look. Was there anything I could sell with what I've got? Mainly consumables and lots of fish and things like that. We also have our motes of harmony somewhere, 24 of them. So let's turn at least 2 of those into spirits of harmony, which with all my other things I've got, let's have a look. Things we need to send to Elmorte. Now I could do with setting up a group for this, because I do this often enough now that I'm going to need to do something. So what we're going to send over was the tea leaves, the green tea leaves. 20 of those can go in. And what else would you might need? Arcane crystals I'm keeping myself, in case the arcane crystals I've already gotten on sale, in which case I can put some more on. Everything else I'm going to leave. The ghost iron ore we can hand over. That's definitely worth doing. Any other ore? No, just the one. Okay. So we'll send that to Alts Elmorte. Send mail. There we go. Why do I sit on the floor? Because it's comfortable, and this is my family living room. So basically, this is I play WoW in front of the TV, and I've got my Mr. Potato to my right, and then I've got a second monitor just to the right of me there that's doing all the chat. So for the easiest, most convenient way for me to do streaming is to actually sit on the floor in front of the computer. Right, okay, so we're done with that, but now we've got some extra motes of harmony into spirits of harmony. Can we actually make anything of use? Not enough for a riddle of steel. Where's my riddle? Oh, we do have a riddle of steel. We can do one. I've got 3 trillion bars and enough spirits of harmony to do that. Oh, the min buyout is actually looking not that good at 2,000. So my spirit of harmony, because of the price, the mat cost is saying 410. So we can ignore that mat cost because I'm not going to be that high. In which case, if I was to take at least 100 off of those, 110 off of that, would that be 330, which would be a profit even at that low price. And the trillion bars, looking at that, mat cost of 372, which is the market value. The current min buyout is much higher than that. And my crafting cost is 374. So a mix of my crafting costs and the market value would make me think that's about right for my trillion bar. So in which case, I shall make 1 riddle of steel. Good evening, Perkin. How are you? Okay. Oh, we learnt flask of blinding light. And we just made 1 living steel. So with that, we shall pop it on the auction house and see if we can get some more decent alchemy sales coming through. So we've got true gold and we've got living steel on. Only 3 true gold and 1 living steel, so it's not a lot. The real profits come when I got several of them on, which means I need more materials and things like that. Which takes me way back to the ghost iron and the motes of harmony. Those are the main things that are stopping me from making the things I want to make. So we'll take that opportunity to head on over to Elmorte and see if we can add in onto that one. So Elmorte is going to learn alchemy, which is why we've got the sending him the green leaf tea. Macro Priest, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. How was your evening? Hope all is well. So we'll go over to here, we'll go to our inbox, add a few expires, take those, and we'll post those back on, and then we'll go see what we can make with our alchemy in its current state, and see how we can level it up. Okay, so what are my auctions on at the moment? Nothing on at the moment. Run a post scan. Hey, Last Win, how are you? Catch up, yes, that's right, Costa. For alchemy, which should you do? Potion, flask, or transmute master? I would suggest transmute's a good one, especially if you follow Jack's. I know it's his old website, but he's got some really good guides for both transmute and elixir. Dipping is his old website. his old blog, but down there in the bottom, I think it's in May and June, there's some stuff there. So so I would say Transmute's really good for the Pandaria side of things, which is what I'm doing with Elmorte. Elmorte is going to be a miner and a Transmute master, and then Jahwakening is going to be my Elixir master and Herbalist. It has a real horse photo of Jack, definitely. Okay, so what do we need alchemy wise? Hey Lirel, how are you? Haven't stopped by in a long while. You making any golds this time of the expansion? Yes, I am. I'm probably making the most gold I've made ever on a monthly basis, certainly. That's down to my sort of like concerted efforts to try and get the 5 million for the Brutosaur mount. I feel like Transmute procs can give you loads of return on investment. Yes, Joyce, I'd definitely agree with that. Once you get the procs, that would be definitely... procs for any of them are actually definitely worth it, but the Transmute one's definitely good. Monthly wage arrived today. That's time of the month you want to buy everything but have no idea what to buy. Interesting. I don't do that. All my stuff is budgeted for. Okay, so I was looking at standard user interface. So I need some crystal vials, which I can pick up from... Oh, I need the stone as well. The Zen Alchemist stone, which needs 3 golden lotus. That looks like quite cheap, actually. Let's go over and see if we can find some of those. 3 golden lotus. Shopping. Golden lotus. Can't spell. Lotus. Okay, yeah. There we go. It's good, we're back. I don't know what's going on with OBS at the moment. This is very unusual for it to crash twice. So first I had all my notifications not working yesterday, then we had Twitch, and now twice OBS in one stream. So I do apologise for the interruptions to service. We are back at least. Yeah, I'm not sure whether it's a Mr. Potato thing or whether it's an OBS thing. Ashley Louise, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. It's evening for me, getting close to midnight here, but good morning, good evening to you. Thank you, speaker. Very kind of you to stop by. Hope to have a good rest of your evening. Currently at 50k today, are you, Costa? Okay, still need to find 25. Look behind the sofa, hopefully. Hopefully you'll find some there. Right, we've got our golden lotus. So we've done that. We need to go to an alchemist. And so we'll pick that up. And we can do our alchemy Zen alchemist stone. Also acts as a philosopher's stone. So we need to create one of those. That's done. So our Pandaria alchemy is now level 2. And then we want to do a master healing one, I believe, which is crystal vials we need for that. Also look for green tea leaf whilst we're here. We'll need a few of that, so let's go shopping for green tea. Green tea leaf, yeah, it's at 2 gold 45, so that's a reasonable price indeed. So I'm going to take the 7 of 50. How's my money looking wise? That should be enough for now. There we go. You're at 4k today. 4k still very, very respectable, Reuben. Found an item that's selling well. You increase the price every few days or so by 10 gold per unit, and the volume stays the same. At what point do you let it level off? Keep going, Macro Priest. I doubled the price of my rich purple silk shirt from 1,500 to 3,000, and it still consistently sells. Are the vials on that mount? Excellent, thank you, Truly Insane. That's really handy to know. Where's my mount? I do have that one. Pet journal. Of my 26 pets, I have about 30 overall, I think. Where is it? Oh, not pets. Wrong thing. Mounts. Wrong thing. Filter collected. There we go. My 30 mounts, I meant to say. And where is you? Traveller's Tundra Mammoth. Let's pop this over to the side. There we go. I'll have that. And Travelling Trader. There we go. Or is it this side? No, must be that side. Where's Crystal Vials? Okay. Not the yak. No, I just have the what is it? A mammoth. The yak was too expensive for me. But yeah, doesn't look like we have one on here. Oh no, we do. I was looking at the wrong thing. Marvellous. Thank you for that. Now how much shall I buy? Let's buy... How much is a stack? A stack's 200. We use a lot of them, so we'll go with that for now. There we go. Hey Crudo, how are you? And don't put it up too high because we will catch on through TSM, yeah. Use it today for leveling your alchemy. Okay. Thank you, Joyce, for that one. That was very useful. What else have we got? Oh, thank you, Blackout Gaming, for the auto host. Okay, so let's have a look at alchemy. So we can now make some things. I can make the rejuvenation potion, or I can make the master healing potion. I'm going to start with the master healing potion. I need to get some more green leaf tea. It's in my bags. Let's pick that up. There we are. Now we can make 200 of these if we need to. Let's see how it goes till it goes green. And we discover recipes whilst doing this, I believe. That's how it works. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we are. And I'll learn more recipes. There we go. There's the first lot. And then we can learn some more things. And then I'll need to make those. So we'll keep this whilst it's green. Ooh, stop. Jack says stop. I must listen. Then next, make vermin, you'd say. Vermins. Oh, that needs snow lilies. Okay, we can buy those. Snow lilies. Oh, how many do we need? Yeah, we can buy those. Okay. Thank you, Jack. I bow to your greater alchemy knowledge. Vermin. Vermin's bite. Snow lily was the wrong thing we looked up. Hold on. Snow lily. Snow lily. There it is. So 48 at 62 silver. I'll take that. It has a higher chance to give you recipes. Oh, that's a good one. Buy it all. Okay. I may only need those 16. Okay, well I've got the cheap ones I've just bought. So let's take those. It's Jack who's selling it. Buy all my snow lily. There we go. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Back to the list. Okay, open all mail. There we are. Okay, so back to alchemy. I do like leveling up something. So Vermin's Bite. Create all. So those have gone grey now. And now I've got Potion of the Mountains. This is still orange for me at the moment, so that's a good one to level. Still staying, there we go. Monk's Elixirs. Got some good ones coming through here. Elixir of Perfection. Master Mana Potion coming up. Master Mana Potion is the best. Okay, well, what do we need for that? More Snow Lily and Fool's Cap. Okay, we can make that one now. So, Fool's Cap, it's a little bit more expensive. Coming in at 4 gold, but we can buy some of it up. So here we go. Potion of Luck, as they say, yeah. What was I looking for? I missed it. What did it say? Fool's Cap with a apostrophe. Fool's Cap. 1 gold 69 seems quite cheap. Region market value is 2 gold 2. 2 gold exactly for 200 there. So I'll take the 169 stuff. What did I miss there? Yeah, Jack has some good luck selling the potions of luck. I haven't sold any yet. Master mana remains orange till the end, if you're not mistaken. Oh, that would be useful then. I'm going to buy up a few of these. Then the best thing is everyone thinks it's useless. Yeah, unless you want to do the potion master thing. So how much should we buy here? Now I could go for the 2 gold ones. So let's go for the 72. And I'm tempted to get that stack of 200. So I'll take that. There we go. Digging your arms, warrior. Excellent. Let's take those. There we are. Okay, and back to alchemy. See, this is the thing I like about the new way of doing professions. You can just focus on one expansion, which is really nice from a starting small perspective, because you only have to concentrate on a certain number of materials and recipes and things like that, and the mechanics of that expansion. So I think this is a really nice idea of Blizzard to split all the professions like this. It means you don't get so overwhelmed. So I'm limited by snow lilies, it seems here. So let's create the ones I can at 46, and we'll go through those. Just log back after work. What caused me to go for the Pandarian alchemy? The main thing here is Elmorte is my miner and has been doing a lot of the ghost iron mining to feed Jahwakening, who had the transmute master. We've got River's Heart and Trillium Bar coming in. Excellent. Those are cool. And so these are good sellers. And for me, it was good to put them both on the one character to make it a lot easier. Go flasks on one character and transmute on the other. Yes, thank you, Costa. File of sands, mats, golems, stuff, and panthers. Exactly all of that. I haven't been paying attention to the recipes I've been learning here. But we've got some good ones already. We're already at 64, 65 of 75. Potion of Focus. Elixir of the Rapids. And that's the last one. Okay, so what did we get so far? That's good. Imperial Amethyst, that's another Panthers one. Primordial Ruby, River's Heart, Sun's Radiance, Trillium Bar, Living Steel, and Vermilion Onyx. They're all the ones I want. So set all these as favourites. Like so. There we are. Oh, not the Imperial one. Okay, let me take that one off. Remove that one. Thank you. Thank you for that. The Potion of Luck is here. Now, Jahwakening already has those, so we'll leave that for the moment. And what else have we got? Nothing else that we've learnt as of yet. No, nothing else. So the Living Steel, River's Heart. Okay, so we need to get some more from the Master Mana Potion. Let's get some more Snow Lily because that's cheap. The Wild Jade one as well. Okay, I'll need to see if we can discover that one. So, shopping, recent searches, Snow Lil. Internal auction error. Okay, let's try this one. And Snow Lily, yeah, nice and cheap. So 50 of those. Let's take everything under 1 gold. That should keep me for a while. Remove the vermilion from my list as well. Okay, let's have a look. Let's do that whilst I remember. Otherwise I'm going to forget. That one, remove that one. Okay. Back to mana potions and collect up our snow lilies. Let's see how we get on with this lot. Oh, there we go. Riddle of Steel and Wild Jade. Fantastic. Anything else we need? Elixir of Peace. That's probably enough for the moment. Hey, Scuffed Husband Gold, how are you? What did I miss earlier? So has anyone started putting together professional levelling packs yet? Yeah, I'm not sure whether that's something I'm going to do, but definitely a thing, I think. Limiting factor is the Golden Lotus. Yeah, for a lot of these things. So, looking at what we just did, we want Riddle of Steel, definitely. Wild Jade, yes. Don't think Primal Diamond's one. No, that's not one. Transmute Primal Diamond, 0.04 sale rate. Whereas all of these have some really nice sale rates of 0.34. It's obviously the same. And 0.29. 0.3, 0.21, 0.2 Primordial. Is that the one you said to get rid of? We're not already a Transmute Master. We need to go and do that next. So we need 4 Living Steel for that. I mean, I could try and make some myself. That's the thing. Keep the Primordial. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, so it's the Red Panthers. See if I can buy them cheap. For the Primordial Ruby, what have we got? Primordial Rubies. Yeah, crafting cost is negative because the Golden Lotus is so expensive at 910 market value. So that's holding me back on those. Also reset the market on Living Steel. Yeah, because at 2,000 that's quite cheap, really. We want to be able to do that. And at least now we've got a cooldown for both of those. Oh, I'm missing the Pyrium stuff at the moment, aren't I? So what I'll do is I'll get the Transmute Master first. So now, Golden Lotus is 50% of Spirit and Harmony. So can you get 2 Golden Lotus from 1 Spirit of Harmony? So 150 gold should be the most I'm looking at that. Yeah, okay. Yes, thank you, Jav and Costa, for that. Yeah, buy the cheaper things and resell. Basically, Joyce, that's how you do it. Okay. So, I did this in Orgrimmar last time. So, I'm assuming we go to the Alchemist, which is going to be over in the Mage Quarter. But let's ask a guard on the way. If ever I expected an Alchemist to be somewhere, it would be in the Mage Quarters. That's the enchanting one. I know that one. Are you going to be next to this, or are you going to be on the other side? What's that one? That's inscription. So I reckon you'll be on the other side. Near the tailor. Okay, the tailor's down here. That's the tailor. So, next one here is the potion. Okay, so what have we got? Alchemy trainer. Well, let's learn that whilst we're here. Cataclysm alchemy. Now, what do we want for... Let's have a look. He should give me a quest. Not you. Not you and a new. Yeah, that's the things. So who's going to be the quest giver for this? Do I not meet the requirements, perhaps? Is the barbaric blacksmithing quest item or installment or whatever recipe sell for like 80k on NA realm? For whatever recipe sell for like 80k-ish. Very nice. Night Breeze. So it is her. Okay. Elysia Night Breeze. That's the person we're standing in front of. Doesn't currently have a quest. Interestingly. So what am I missing? Okay. So the alchemy could not be high enough. I've got Pandarian alchemy, but I did hear that I might need to get my vanilla alchemy a bit higher. Now I did hear, I read on WoW Economy that I needed to get it up to possibly 70, maybe 300. Let me look at my skills. Not for that one, alchemy. So Pandaria alchemy is at 75. How can I see the list of everything else? Let's try it in TSM. Does TSM show me it? Actually, it does show me in there, doesn't it? Switch to WoW user interface. So we've got Alchemy of Pandaria, but then we've got our regular alchemy is 1 of 300. Works for me. No, you don't need it. Reload. Okay, it'll be for the vanilla one. You don't have to get all the 75s up to 75 for each category. Maybe vanilla a little, but if I edit one, you need 300 and 300 in classic alchemy to unlock the quest. Remember, it's a low level quest. Display them. Okay. So let's have a look. Have I got that in my options? Let's check that. Interface, I believe it is, isn't it? General, camera, display, outline mode, chat bubbles, social, it's not social, is it? Quests. Can't see anything there. Accessibilities, no. Cancel that. Right click the mini-map. Tracking. No, that's not going to work. That's the map. System. It should be interface. I would have expected it to be an interface. Oh, it's moved to the mini-map. Okay. Cancel that. Because in tracking, actually return to game. In tracking we have trivial quests we can turn on there, but there's something for displaying it on the character as well I'm sure, because it's not showing on that one. Yeah, okay, there we go. Thank you everyone for your help. So trivial quest is on. So we need the vanilla. Yeah, it would appear. Oh, thank you, Serial Bam, for the follow. So looking at that, what have we got in terms of... This is all Cataclysm Alchemy. So in terms of vanilla alchemy, let's have a look what we've got. It's not hard, but it's expensive. Okay, so let's have a look. So potions, minor healing, which needs Peace Bloom and Silver Leaf. And then a couple of elixirs, which also need Silver Leaf and minor healing. Okay. Yeah, so let's get some vanilla alchemy on the go. There's a point you had to farm them. By the way, the quest is a Burning Crusade one, is it? In Shatrath by an Arakoa. That's an interesting take on it, Severi. Because I was led to believe, oh no, it's not. Maybe things have changed. You have too much transmog in your bank alt. 4 tabs full. That's a lot of transmog, Ghost Pants. Maybe filter down some of them that are a cheap price. So we were looking at, what were we looking at? Let's have a look. Minor healing potion. We need some Silver Leaf and Peace Bloom. So let's start with some of that. Silver Leaf. Did I spell that right? Yep, no Silver Leaf. Any Peace Bloom? There is Peace Bloom, but zero Silver Leaf on at the moment. So this is a problem, as you were saying. Joyous, basically there's none. Vanilla alchemy leveling. Okay, yes, that would be good to follow. So it looks like we'd need to get some Silver Leaf anyway for this. Yeah. So I'll need to go and get that. Peace Bloom, I'm going to take the 1 silver stuff whilst I'm here, but the rest I'm going to have to get. So this will have to be parked, as Costa rightfully suggested. What I'm going to do instead is go over and do some Pandaria mining to make the best use of my time. So at least then I can get some ghost iron going. Check every day for the Silver Leaf, see if I can pick some up, because going out and farming that is going to take me a while. What's the benefits of selling items at the Booty Bay compared to the Stormwind one? It is mainly down to the fact that the Guild Bank and the Mailbox and the Auctioneer can all be reached, and the bank, without actually having to move. I'm not in a rush, I'll just wait for the auction house. Exactly. Good plan all round, I think. Thank you all for your suggestions and your help on that. That was very useful. Thank you very much indeed. So, without Gathermate working now, or I think I've got it disabled in fact. Let's turn it on. And we got some nice Pandarian music to go with us. I actually have got Gathermate 2 on. So we'll just go round, we'll head up this way because there's the rich ghost iron on the island. And we'll see what we can track. We are tracking ore, aren't we? Track pets. Points of interest. Track minerals, yes, there it is. Is there a way to make TSM4 create groups based on your crafting recipes? As in basically automatically make a group like you used to do with TSM3? I don't think it does at the moment. I heard a meme that the Stormwind Auction House phase out during, say, a sniper scan, so sniper will just pause. Yes, there is the phasing that is an issue, definitely. Game question, how many auction houses are there? What do you think? Isn't there about 7 of them, Joyous? 5 or 7. There's 3 auction houses in Orgrimmar. Okay, that's quite a few. Hey, Wolf of Wall Street, how are you? What do I recommend to me selling on a high pop server with maxed out enchanting engineering? That's a good one, Siloon. I would suggest, actually, let me just carry on moving whilst I'm talking. Yes, I would suggest for enchanting both the same as I sell on a low pop, both the Elemental Force, Crusader, Mongoose, the cloaks, the boots that do speed boosts, and all the Legion ones that you can do for a profit, all the bindings ofs. The cloaks particularly seem to do well for me. That would be my starting point. Is the Tauren one, yeah. The Bank and the Mail are really close. Yeah, I like that one. That was the one I was using. Okay, we're just going to move around without Gathermate. We're just looking for the dot on the map. I've seemed to be a lot less efficient following the nodes without Gathermate data. You don't realise how much you miss it until it's gone. I wonder if that's going to get fixed. Yeah, they're spoilt for choice in Orgrimmar. Oh, spotted one. Maybe I'm moving too fast. Could be that, because there's 2 here. There we are. Oh, thank you, Sly Victus, for the follow. Very kind of you. And let's move around this way. I'm sure we'll get some ghost iron around the hilly parts. Yeah. Value of wisdom, honour and strength. Yeah, 1 for each one. Wisdom's the Tauren one, isn't it? Lair of the Jade Witch. That's interesting. Oh. Jade Guardian. Pop me blood down. Oh, I need my other add-on that tummies the rotations. This is the first time I've done combat, I think, since the stat squish. Seemed alright. You can import mining in Gathermate from Wowhead for Pandaria. Oh right, just like the single one. Okay. Been watching my tutorials on YouTube, and you have 26,000 worth of items at auction house. Hope it sells. Excellent. Great start, Xyloon. Having a bit of trouble deciding what your operation should be for your different groups. It depends on what you're selling. If it's from Draenor and up, we can't import. Okay, so let me have a look, because this will be very useful. Let's just get those add-ons, the data, and let's put routes on and reload the UI. Okay, Alexa Offie, thank you ever so much for the follow. Hope I've got your name right. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Add-ons, no, interface, add-ons, Gathermate 2, import mining from expansion Mr. Pandaria. Expansion data only. Here we go, let's work this out. What would you recommend for Legion back enchants and neck enchants in terms of auction operations? For basically, I have a generic sell enchanting. Let me just have a look at this, see if this works. Mining, did that work? Turn to game. No, that didn't work just yet. I'll have a look at that in a minute. I'll go and do a look at this. For my groups for enchanting, so I have the same operation for most of my enchants, which is group operations for the major sellers, cloaks. They've got the sell enchants group, the operation, sorry. And in that operation, my posting operation, 24 hours, post cap to 10. Now I'm using, as a minimum price, 110% crafting. So that's basically the cost to craft it plus 10%, which allows me to take into account the auction house cost. And then my maximum price I've just set manually here for 12,000 gold, because I know what the prices are on my server. Fist of the Walrus, thank you very much for the follow. And then my normal price is 100% crafting plus 1,000 gold. This is mainly for Legion ones because I know the price roughly. You could change this to be something like, I don't know, DB market, an average between DB market and DB region market average. That would be quite a nice one. Or you could, yeah, something like this one. If you look in here, this one. 120%, the average between DB market and DB region market average. That's quite a nice one to use. But I also want to think about crafting cost as well, which is why my minimum price always is like 110% crafting. You're spending time setting up operations. One error you had was listing stacked at 25 or something that is stacked as max 20. Okay. All sorted, but it was annoying. Stacks of 25 is an interesting one. I guess if it couldn't be done in stacks of 25, then what would it pass in? Did you have allow partial stacks turned on? That may make a difference. So let me see if I did this right. Go back to, no, I've done it again. That one, then interface. There we go. Stacks of 5 times 20 and partial. Yeah, that might help TSM split it up. Or 20 times 5, yeah. Those 280 stacks of Shadoweye gave you 35,000 in profit. Very nice, Pro Manager, very nice indeed. What size server? I'm pretty much on a low pop server. I think it's now classed as a mid pop server. Eternity, thank you very much for the follow. But it is pretty much low pop. That's why there's things like there's no silver leaf on my server, because there's not very many farmers out there. So I can make use of that. That's quite useful for me. What did I miss here? Government 2 data, Mr. Pandaria. Maybe update your data module. Okay. That looked like it should work. Import the data. Okay. You sit on the auction house, list one of each, cancel and relist whenever you can remember, and do it with another character. We'd love to send the excess. Yes, I know it's one of those things. So I don't think this is working for me in terms of importing the data. Import style. Let's try and overwrite. Still don't see anything appearing on the map. Difficult hit. Thank you ever so much for the follow. Okay, well, let's carry on for the moment. We might as well carry on rather than getting lost in that. Let's just pick up a few more ghost irons whilst we're here. So again, not having access to the add-on makes this more inefficient, like we were with the green leaf. But the good thing is, at least Gathermate is remembering where I'm picking these up. So the more I do this, naturally, the more I'll be able to populate my own map until I can work out how to actually import everything correctly. So I'm going to go over here, I'm going to go around, and then I'm going to head over to that hill, and then over to the islands over there. That will be quite a good route. About to head out here for Ghost Island as well, are you? Also, 200% crafting is a good normal price for Legion enchants. It's not bad. I mean, you can make things for more profit than that. You'd be surprised. The thing with Legion enchants, I find, is they tend to move quite quickly, so I very rarely am having just my normal price. Normally, I've got someone to undercut, but it's good to have it there just in case. And it just has to be higher than your min price. So if your min price is, what is it, 110% crafting, so as long as your normal price is higher than that, then TSM won't mind. Thinking of putting that gather data onto your website and update it once a week. Interesting idea, Jack. Would that work in terms of other people being able to import it? I'm not familiar with the actual data and the format it's in. I've kind of blindly been grabbing it. I know there was another one over here if I backtrack on myself. There it is. Lots of ghost iron around here. Yes, others can import it. Ah, interesting. That would be useful, definitely. Because having to make your own all the time is a bit inefficient. Right, where's that other one? Just here. Right, let's do one more, and then we can see what we can make with this. There we go. Okay, let's hearth back to the Dwarven District. Why not a druid with herb mining, making your routes more efficient? Yes, Joyous. I have got my herbalism. That's herbalism on my druid. I like having different characters if I'm going to do it. That's the main thing. Is I like the idea. You know, this. I like the idea of trying different characters and classes out. So being a Death Knight is quite good fun for me. That was the Peace Bloom I bought. Okay, so let's just head over to the smelting section. So doing this on one character is going to be easier. Let's see how far we can pass it up the chain. So the ghost iron, I can smelt the trillium, which is good. So I can make 3 trillium. So I'll do that. Do I have an updated export thing? The paste bin, Evia, is still the old one from about a month ago. I haven't updated it because I'm actually using that one myself, and it isn't really much updated from here. So I'm not sure exactly how much use that's going to be to people at the moment. Hey Beware, how are you? Going very well, thank you very much. My server is Shadowsong on EU, Joyous. So I should cancel scan enchants pretty often, but leave your illusion tomes up. Yes, I would say so, Xyloon. The tomes of illusions don't move that quickly for me personally, but the regular legion enchants certainly do. And if you want to always be the cheapest, so long as it's still profitable for you and you want to guarantee some sales, then they're doing cancel scans is useful. I wouldn't be surprised, Costa. I'm having multiple gremlins tonight. Okay, so Andros, thank you ever so much for stopping by and hanging out tonight. Have a great rest of your evening. I'm going to finish off this ghost iron. I can also do aluminium and titanium at the moment, but I'm going to leave that for the moment. Been live for 42 minutes, yeah, since the last crash that was. Do you know that you could mass add items to a group? Just find out today. You can using a website, yes, using the there's a grouper add-on, and you can do it on TSM's own website. Is that what you mean, Evia? Trying to save up for the Lightforged Warframe, very nice. Never really been over 100,000. Yeah, well, it's a good target to go for. So good luck on your journey. Right, so we've done that. We go over to here, and now I've got Transmute Trillium Bar, which is really cool. What else do I have? I don't have the Ghost Iron yet. Not that I can see it. So let's just do a Trillium Bar whilst we're here on a daily cooldown. Oh no, that is the one I want. Okay, no, I tell a lie. That is the Ghost Iron one I want. I was being an idiot. I mean, when you farm greens and have like 50 to add, you can just add them all without clicking on them one by one. Oh, I'm not sure about that one actually. It is warm, yes. Yes, it is definitely that. So I'm going to make one living steel, even though I don't have Transmute Master at the moment. I'm just going to get myself started on this journey. Use my daily cooldown, which is always worth doing. Well, that's good to know, Evia. I don't use it myself, because I usually just click things one by one. Oh, sorry, never mind. Okay, no problem. So we're going to post that one on, see if we can generate some gold for... it's at 2,500 now. No, it's below min price. I can't afford to reset the market on this character, so I'm posting at min price. Now, I may try and change that to ignore below min price, because, yeah, we've got here 2,100. I really want to be... See, my min price is 2,584, so that's right up here. Which is why none of my living steel's selling, because that's so much lower. So I'm going to have to sort that one out. I'm going to leave this on for now, and then I'm going to come back to that another time, because what I really want to do is swap over to Samadan and do my gold tally. Click next to the ungroup and click add all. Ah, right, Evia, that's cool. Good to know. Anything worthwhile selling with engineering? There's quite a few things. So I learned the mounts in particular I hear go quite well. The metal thing that I've got. What's it called? And the rocket. Sky Golem. That's it. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Vichion. You sell stacks of 4 for over 2,500. Yeah, I think what we'll do is once we can get enough of them going, then I'll definitely be able to do that. Have you noticed everywhere is raining now? Booty Bay's raining, Stormwind's raining. I wonder if it's something to do with... Oh, got some good sales coming in here. What have you got here? Ah, thank you, Bouchion, for the follow. Is it Bouchion or Butchion? It is, to rub it in. Yeah. So, the Bear Tartar sold, Hexweave Bag sold, a couple of Elemental Forces already, so that's good, a couple of Silkweave Satchels, so that's another 11,000 in, which is much needed, because we are way under target today. Buchion. Okay, thank you very much. So let's have a look, just double check everything. My auctions, anything else coming in at the moment? No. So that's it for the night so far. Like Tamagotchi, yeah. Okay, so let's have a look at our gold tally. Where are we at? Oh no, hold on, before we do this, quick look at silk. Shopping, silk. Oh, I've been doing a lot of shopping. Silk's all the way down here. There we go. Happy they're removing the random numbered rank 3s. Oh, are they? That's interesting to know. Now you get them from being exalted with reputations. Oh, that can be a double-edged sword though, isn't it? Because the rep grinds can be difficult. Thank you, Emect PM and Kiss Radio for the follows. Very kind of both of you. And where'd you get the Elemental Force enchant? I believe it's just a vendable one. I can't remember exactly though. Okay, so Silverleaf we didn't have. Everything else we're leaving for the moment. So we'll leave that for now. What we'll do is have a look at our bags. Now I know this isn't going to be a good one from the charts perspective, so we're going to do a gold tally and see where we're at. So this is my chart, which is tracking my gold to 5 million, my road to 5 million. Now we are still quite a bit below target here, so I'm not sure how quickly I'm going to catch up on this, but never say never, and it's not over until we've got it. So even if I go over, I'm still going to carry on with it. So for today we are going to put in, thank you Jack, you're more than welcome to take a copy of this chart. We also bought quite a lot today as well, so 3599423 is where we're at, which made our gold for the day, copy and paste that in, actually more than I thought it was. I thought it was going to be less than that, but 33,000 is half of what we needed. We needed 65,000. So that's not as terrible as I thought. It's still low. It's still taking us slower to this top bit of the head, but who knows? Who knows? There's still. Where is that coming from? There's something behind me that's saying the time randomly. I'm going to have a search in the sofa later. Greetings, Ignis. How are you? Just 160 hours in the first week. What did I miss? You can nap for an hour after 12 hours of grinding. Yeah, put some ketchup on it. It's the cat doing that. It must be. Oreo's just come in. It must be Oreo doing it. How are you, Ignis? I hope you're well. We are actually just literally finishing up the stream, so apologies you just caught us at the end, but thank you ever so much for stopping by. So that's where we're at on the chart. I'm going to have an interesting few days ahead, so we'll see what the weekend brings, and then I can recap on this. I mean, last weekend was good, so I'm hoping, that was last weekend, I'm hoping we can get some similar results this weekend. Gremlins are counting down to make the stream crash again. Yeah, we've had bad luck with Gremlins tonight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish up here. I want to say a big thank you to everyone who's hung out in the chat tonight. Thank you for entertainment. I'm more than happy to provide it. So let's have a look, see if there's anyone on we can host. We have a few people on. Who have we got? Load more. let's do... Now we haven't done Senza's Adventures, actually. She's been in the stream to say hello a couple of times, so let's pass the love on. Before you go, can you get my TSM link? Which one, Evia? The one to actual TSM itself or to the paste bin? If it's the paste bin, it's command paste bin. And if it's to get hold of TSM4, it's TSM4. That one. So that's the link to get into the open beta. Although if you wait till Saturday, it's going to go into full release of beta, so it's not that long away. And then the paste bin that I've got there, it's pretty much the same paste bin as the same groups I'm using now. I'll just slightly modify them. Oh look, it stopped raining. Oh, brilliant. Well, let's hope it rains for realsies though, so that's going to be good. Right, okay, so let's see if my host didn't work last time, so I'm going to try this again properly. Let's just click on that to make sure it comes through. There we go. Right, okay. Some rain IRL, definitely want that. Okay, let's try this, because last time it didn't work, so... Okay, let's see if this works. Okay, thank you everyone for your company tonight. Have a great rest of your evening. Happy gold making, and I'm next on Sunday. So I'll see you then. Till next time, farewell and goodbye.